Alright, so Jules said, talk to the people around here. So I found out that you can actually hold this button and press up and down to make it go faster or even slower. So we can change from 2 to 4. So I guess this we can do 4. City's just up these stairs. The head says all I gotta do is walk up them, but my feet's trembling. What with the assassination and all. The who's the what now? People around here, they're the ones what didn't make it up there. Dregs, dropouts. I'm tired of the vulgar life, but I'll get out. The vulgar life. Aim for this lady. Best not speak to me, lest my ill luck rub off on you. I lost everything. Everything. If I had only had the right information. Why'd you say it like that, huh? Okay, so kind of splits into 2 here. So I came from here. Down to here, tail perhaps. There's a lot to be learned from the stories of the past. A lot of you youngsters seem to have forgotten. To your peril, you should show a little more respect for fairy tales. Whatever you say, man. I planned to go to the city with my bow, but he kept me waiting for hours. I expect he's lost. He's so provincial. What the hell does that mean? Oh, okay. This is the same guy. Spent some time in the city once, gathering up all the information I could lay my hands on. But turns out some weren't true, and long before I ended up back down here. All right, is that enough information for Jules? Call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumor in town? Oh, that not enough? Fine. Fine. Broken man, frustrated woman. Storyteller here. You going on from here? On from here is Arcades. You go there, you best watch yourself. People there, they pluck the feathers from a living chocobo if they thought they could make a profit on him. I'd turn back if I was you. A lot of treasure lying around. You think you might not stare at me? I'm in the midst of a very important conversation. You have a name. Otto. Alright. Going this way, I guess. Don't think you can look down on me. I'm saving McGill to get out of here. Up there. Why? I've got a bag full of coin put aside already. That is, I had a bag full of coin. Till someone came along and stole it. I wish it'd be safe as housed in... I was sure it'd be safe as houses in that barrel too. Gil. Trying to go out to Arcades perchance? I know the type. All hopes and dreams, but never any knowledge. You wouldn't venture into battle without a blade, am I right? To go to the city without proper knowledge, why, it's the same thing. And I'll tell you something else. It was knowledge what brought them senators to their knees, and that's the truth. They want to go to the city? Well, yes, I don't have a choice. The Grand got me worried. She keeps talking about going to the city and making a fortune. Making a fortune? She's old! You saying old people can't make fortunes? Come on, man. I'll tell you a secret, but it stays between the two of us, right? I spied something incredible just now. What wouldn't you like to know? It was a bag of coin. Throwing the barrel it was with a hoard like that, the city will be at me oyster. Now don't go telling anyone you hear. Hey, I found out who stole your coin. This guy. Me? I'm ready to begin a new life in the city, that's for sure. I've been tricked out of all I owned before, but this time I'm go prepared. Alright, whatever you say, Grandma. Know where the alley of mutant sites got her name? See, that's two kinds of people here. Them as want to go up to the city, and them as want to keep those down here where they belong, telling them lies and spreading misinformation to confuse them. Them poor ones what never made it up, they're the ones what are sighing, see? You weren't ended up to the city, were ya? Hello there. Oh, don't bother trying to talk to her. My sister's not stopped looking off to the distance since her fellow went up to the city. Now, barrel a coin. You're going up from here? Oh, this lady. There's a lot of barrels here, but none of them got no coin in them. Hey man, hey Jules, got a barrel of coin if you want to get it. Actually, I heard about a man who picked up a bag of coins out of picked a bag of coins out of a barrel. Bags in barrel, eh? A boy would do well to bring that morsel to a man named Beasley here. Tell him what you've heard. Snitch on that guy, hell yeah. Get him fighting. Get him fighting, alert the guards, and then we'll sneak in, right? Beasley's this guy, right? You're telling me you know the bloke who taken the coin? Oh, it was him, wasn't it? Alright, so now that that's done, come on, you gotta help me now, right, Jules? I say that squares us. What? Gone. Where's Jules? What? How did? Oh. You told him just as I told you. Good boy. I'm not sure where any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh. Witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, begins. Hey, there's a fight. Beasley's gone wild. Ah. Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. I thought you'd go for such a meager price. Pirates should know that the words are worth gil and uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bonanza's son comes back to the Imperial Roost. See? Words of much value, these. Bah. Just bah. The Imperial City of Arcades. Quite like the look of Arcades, I'm not gonna lie. Look at Vaan.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You guys
changed, Vaan.
You guys look so
you were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaan. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaan. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Don't touch
Hey,
me.
I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Basch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
Look, Basch is our bro now. Hey. We weren't bros before. Right, so information. Let's get some information here. I have an elderly friend, a court musician by trade. To hear him play the lute, you'd think it sang. We go our separate ways here, Vaan. I've got some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Just you? Hey! Okay, just... He's gone, but not really, you know? I do hope that girl found us tickets to the Mummer's farce. And the right number, on the right day. You can't be trusted with such things. It's been 5 years since I finally quit my lodgings in old Arcades. Yet I still lack the gil to open a boutique of my own. Do you want gil? I've got tons of gil. The population of this great city continues to soar, and the buildings sprout like toadstools after the rain in this unruly garden of Arcades. I'm having trouble putting a man I met, a business associate of my father, from my mind. He was so dashing, so mysterious. Of course, I'm certain a gentleman of his means would be a fiancé at the very least. Of course he would. First time I heard I've heard the term a fiancé. Alright, item store. Let's see what we can buy here that is not what we already have. Ranch. Ooh. Alright. So, time to swap out, I guess. Hell yeah. The high potion will be an emergency only. See, of course we're still sticking to Cura, but... Yeah. Hello, I am the Chop Master. Help me with what? What are pine and sandalwood chops? Here in Arcades, people spend their own lives trying to get their hands on pine chops. And if they're lucky, a chop of fine sandalwood. Gil, they're only good for buying and selling of goods. You can have all the gil in the world and it won't buy you respect. Only chops of pine or chops of sandal will win you that. Okay. Looks like you have nary a chop to your name. Just passing through. Honestly, these people, they come up from the country and they stare and they stare. But do they buy? Never. Maybe they lack the necessary coin, but I'd grow wary of this. I'll buy you stuff. Alright, anyway. I think the twin circles might be an aerodrome, right? So that's an item store. There's a Gambit store. LeBeau's Gambit. Even though, I don't know why they need a Gambit store everywhere, but I guess maybe you're not supposed to buy every single Gambit at the start. There's literally nothing to buy, right? Alright, well, what's upstairs? Chop Master. That's the same guy. Alright, well, I'm gonna look for a weapon store first. Weapon and armor store. And I doubt it's gonna be here where the save crystal is, so let's just go use the save crystal. And this fancy dressed man. So this is definitely the aerodrome. No. The mist released when the Imperious fleet exploded damaged the Strahl Kupo. There's no simple repair. Oh. Wait, the Strahl my ship? What? What are you talking about? No. Don't give me any excuses. Fix my ship. Also, why is my ship here? Alright, so let's go all the way. All the way through. It's weird though. Arcades is like a puzzle area. You got to talk to the right person at the right place. All right, so there's the weapon store. Information buys you everything. Seems like there's an armor store nearby as well. There were 2 signs. Armor seller. We'll get everything. It will come to a point where I'm at the end of the game, and then I'll be like, "Hey, these items are not being used." So these items are the ones being used. So I'll buy more of them. Runeblade. Yake. A Zephyr pole. Orichalcum Dark. Dirk. It clearly says Dirk and I said Dark. The Penetrator crossbow. Nice. Another chop master. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we bought the necessary good stuff. Let's look up. Let's go up. Magics. Oh, we could. I need magic in case I learn stuff. I like that leveling up your magic doesn't mean you actually get the spell. You gotta buy it. So it means you can't power level and get every single magic like Ultima, right? You can learn Ultima on your license board, but you can't get it, right? So, fun. Think that might complete Vaan's. No, I still have to get the ribbon. Never mind, we still have a lot of things to get. I thought we were nearly there. It's fine. Fran is the worst. Fran is like the worst of, you know. He still lacks so many spots. She even has this bottom one that she needs to get. Oh Basch. Having everything must feel nice, huh? And Ashe too, I guess. Does Penelo have any magics to get? A door. Oh man, what is this? Zodiac Escutcheon? I'm not gonna pretend I know what that is. Perhaps another trip to the mines is in order, you know. Techniques. Let's go see techniques. It does. This area does really remind me of Limblum, huh? all the flying stuff around. Nothing. Cool. Good day to you, lady. So where are we going from here then? This way? Did you see the murmur at his act? It was truly splendid. Made me feel like a maiden in the spring of her youth once more. How I would love to share this with my daughter. Alright, so there's truly one place that we need to go, right? I guess, which is like next to the weapon store. I think that's gonna like precede the story. So let's go look. Only those with 3 or more chops may ride the cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. Chop? What's that? If you like a chop, you pay the coin. That'll be... 1, 2, 3... That'll be 1,000,000 gil, thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? I have a messenger from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Centro, said to come quickly. Oh, on this? We need a chop. What's a chop anyway? But a boy wants information. That's right. Boy pays up. Fine. What any upstanding citizen of the Empire carries? Why, any upstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status sometimes. A writ of transit, others. If you're aiming to go to the Central, where the gentry lives, I think you'll need 3 chops. How'd you get them? Like I said, the key is knowledge. You do your part here on the streets, talk to the right people, you'll learn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Arcades love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. A friend of Master Balthier is a friend of mine. Oh, there's a little zooming on Fran. Alright, let's help some people out. I may not look like it, but I'm quite athletic. You know, my family boasts a grand line of gamesmen, known for our skill at work as well as the games. That said, our brother's overly fond of dusty old tomes. Spends most of his time with his nose in one. Why? Do you know what he told me? He said, "Good sister, on the morrow." Oh, his good sister. On the morrow, I shall go to the laboratory and become a researcher. He'll become stiff and sedentary as a researcher. Okay. The enterprise which I'm employed has fallen on hard times. This Monday, half my wages. Halved! And things were going so well. How am I to tell my wife? I don't have the courage to face her. I can't go home like this. Alright. Have you seen those chaps running around the pell-mell in the city? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. You look like you might be in the same situation as I was long ago. Never fear, you'll get there as I have. Chin up, onward and upwards and all that. What am I doing? I'm crying wares for the armor. You have a gander if you need aught. No. The armor guy. I've recently begun work in the laboratory. The laboratory. It's just like heaven to me. Plenty to read and no one telling me I ought to do otherwise? Why, the laboratory is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure texts anywhere in Ivalice. My sister seems overly concerned with my health. She should know I get proper exercise, at least an hour daily, in the games room and the laboratory. Unusual for a laboratory man. I know, I suppose it's in the blood, but sport, rather than the exercise involved, is a subject of my research. Cool. Pinewood shop. Okay, so this one. Oh no, this is the lady that needs. This is the guy that's got no money. Where are you, buddy? Oh wait, it's this guy. Working up a sweat. Working up a sweat is this bloke running around. What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes and now he's made something of himself? That's good to hear. I'll get this someday. You look like a newcomer yourself. Ain't got many chops, I bet. I know how it is. Look, I ain't got many myself, but yeah, you gotta look out for each other so you can have one of my chops. I'll see you at the top. Where's the guy that's broke? Worry not. Such thing only costs 1 million gil or so. Wait, where's that guy that... No. Not you. Is he gone? This... Oh wait, no, it's this guy. Okay, so if I commit this tale to memory first, then I go all the way to his wife. Snitch. This is the snitching game. Its wages? Half? What ill tidings are these? And one of my blue diamonds. Why, to afford it now, that's not. But my dowry plus to. Oh, now that's a thought. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. I've more than enough gil to buy a piffling diamond. A fine idea. My thanks. Wait. I just... Huh? That lady is like, I can just use my own money instead of my husband's. A message from my superior? Oh, I wages, he said. Not for me. Let's see. 1 million? It costs that much? You just don't want me to pay for it. Please, no. I admit, I'm weak at the finer points, but it doesn't mean to end my research, does she? Trifling? Is that what I am? Trifling? I'm finished. That's what I am. I'd be a fool not to think otherwise. Yeah, my thanks. A chop for your trouble. Something to do with research. After starting with one thing, need to know you can dance, sing, and also know how to act. Okay, so this one, path to stardom. Oh hey, here. A path of becoming a star. I don't believe such a thing exists, darling. At least it's not the sort of thing that one can search up and hope to find. I wore many guises in my working life: armory clerk, ship attendant, personal secretary, headhunter, dread pirate, even the false queen of a lost land. Okay. Thanks for the chop. Sorry, when they say chop, all I think of is Ric Flair. Woo! I've got enough chops now. I've got a spare chop as well. 2 spare chops, in fact. Take you to Chernobyl. Over here, you need 20 chops. I quite like this. A little break from just running around killing things. Even though these buses look awfully dangerous for the driver. Please you can join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Dracula researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go into the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Well, you've rejoined us quick, haven't you, Balthier? So wait, are we on boy team right now? No, we're still on B team. Until I think when we're close, we can get into different teams again. I used my last scandal to pay off my creditors. That's why I'm taking this cab down to Nil Basse. If I go down, I shan't be coming back. Not until I earn my status once again. Starting from scratch at my age. Only those with sufficient chops are allowed in this area, sir. If you wish to go up higher, you need sandals. Sandalwood chops, that is. Sandalwood chops. Hey, that's a trade that we can do there.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Dracula.
My lord.
Freaking stormtrooper clanky ass armor. Boy
Do you
team.
think they're onto us?
It would seem not, though this will make our task more difficult still.
Okay. Do you see that judge just now? I think I heard him say something about the Senate. It sounded as if something was afoot. What if we stole some armor? You certainly took your time getting here. I've seen the sights, perhaps. Not likely. You know how long it took to get the chops to get up here? What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Jules. A squad of judges have been sent to Dracula. You'll find the service entrance a rather difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaan out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Dracula. Of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for word of the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Mr. Balthier, that Dracula is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits, all developed without the Senate's knowledge. Of course, why, not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now, here's the catch. Since Vaan had himself declared dictator, nary a peep had come out of that laboratory. I know people who would sell their own mum for the merest scrap of information about the goings-on inside Dracula. People like Rosarian sympathizers worried about the Empire's weapons program, or anyone else who might be opposed to House Solidar's hegemony. What the hell's that word? Sure. So we create a disturbance, and you get your windfall of dirt on Dracula. And in exchange for your service, I spoke to the cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Ah, a deal broken in true Arcades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings the tears to my eye. Good to be back. My regards to your Lord Father, Master Fran? Fran? Or rather, Master Balthier. And on and on. You know where to go. You want to go there, eh? You sure? Alright. All aboard. These two cabbies are in on it? What is this city sinking to? So this Jules, some old friend of yours, Balthier. You two seem close. Close enough for fisticuffs. Driver, faster. Faster if you please. I'd love to expend any of the violence of my present mood on my companions. You threatened to hit me? Wow, look at that.
Where to?
Actual CG.
Come, this way.
Empire's security, it's a little lax. A taxi just landed on top of what I assume is like their top secret lab, and no one cares. Well,
It's too quiet.
Passing strange. There are supposed to be guards here.
Maybe you were just lucky, huh?
Maybe you're just optimistic.
no such
Something
thing.
may be afoot. We proceed with caution.
No time for caution. Step to it. Sid's chambers are on the top level.